Hello gamers and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going through what weapons I use and kind of my loadout here. So first, Outbreak Perfected, Indebted Kindness, any rocket will do here. Again, the weapons, you don't have to use the exact weapons I'm using. Here's a little quick look at what I'm using as far as Prismatic, Song of Flame, great for this GM. You can use Phoenix Dive, you can use whatever you want there. I use Arcane Needle and Storm Grenades. Feed the Void and Bleak Watcher, Facet of Awakening, Facet of Balance, Facet of Dominance, for the Jolts, Facet of Honor, and Facet of Courage. And you don't have to use any of this, it's just kind of what I like, but I also use something a little different, right? Like Spirit of Osteomancy, Spirit of the Swarm. Again, you don't need any of this as long as you have stuff to match the elements, you're good. We got Hellion there, but Feed the Void I think is the important one that I like just to stay alive. Overcharge Rocket, Void Surge, Arc Surge, and of course all your other basic stuff here. There is some of all the champions and it's 25% increased damage. Okay, so right in here, most of these guys are not a threat right here in the beginning, so you can just kind of skip past them. Again, you don't need to use exactly what I'm using here, just kind of showing you what I use. This is going to be more about like positioning and kind of what helps out with getting this done without too much of an issue. First place you can go is right up here. There's a little pillar here that you can use to cover. For cover, you just kind of hide behind it if you want. It's a good spot to stay alive, but you don't have to. Most of these guys are pretty simple to deal with. And again, if you need it, it's there. There will be an overload champion here to begin. Just make sure you stun him. He can kill the team pretty quick. Overloads are probably some of the most dangerous champs to deal with in this, but there's not many, which is a good thing. And remember, anything that slows can actually stun them, so if you have anything like that, bring it with you, or it's up to you. Okay, so here you can hack the train. You can jump over it like this, so you don't have to. It's just a little time saver. You can just wait till the train passes and goes by. These guys aren't too much of a threat. Maybe the two that are at the end you may want to deal with, just because they can kill you pretty quick. See, I take them out there. So here you can jump straight down, or you can kill this guy from above, or you can do as here, you can just ignore him. He can take you out, so maybe the first option is a little better, is just taking him out. You can do that from above. Here, watch out for the explosive barrels. They can take you out pretty quickly here. So best spot to kill this guy is just kind of back here, right? If you have anything anti-barrier, you can kill him very quickly, from cover. Champion spawns here is unstoppable. Again, pretty easy to deal with. You can play this very aggressive, or you can play it very conservative. These trains here you do got to be careful with. They come by very fast. I like to use this pillar here for cover sometimes against this anti-barrier champion. You don't have to use it, but it is very helpful, especially with him having that cannon there. It can take you out again very fast. He's one of the more dangerous, I'd say, anti-barrier champions here, but easy to deal with. And I do like to jump up on this left side of the train here. It just makes it so you don't have to deal with dodging trains in and out. You just kind of jump up there, run across. Pretty basic stuff here. All right, so from there we're gonna get here to this spot here. This one's pretty basic. There is anti-barrier champ and unstoppable. The unstoppable is here first. As long as you stun him, he's not too much of a threat. And again, don't be afraid to use some heavy, especially like when I do GMs, we like having someone who's able to generate heavy, usually with some aeons. Again, I like to kill this stuff from way back here. It gives me a little bit more of freedom to kill this stuff without too much worry. And again, the tangles, you don't have to do this. I just like grabbing the tangles here as well. Makes it pretty easy to kill some of the stuff in here, because it can get really dangerous. There is a lot of explosive barrels in here and a couple of guys that can take you out pretty quick. So just throwing that, as you saw there, helps out with it a lot. But I think the hobgoblins are a little bit more dangerous in this area, so I like to play my super right here. You don't have to. You can stay further back and you can take out the champions just by going up to the pillar. But you know, Song of Flame gives you so much damage resistance. I like to use it and just kind of push up here and then deal with the champions. You'll have 2 anti-barrier champions, one on the top right, one on the top left, and the Hydra in the center. All of them can get pretty deadly, so I like using that cover there or even a little further back. It makes it to where you can survive a lot easier, especially if you have, you know, something like Song of Flame or just, you know, any way to help you with damage negation. Okay, so the staircase there is where I like to go up after I've done some of the clearing in the room here. You can kind of deal with some of the little ads from here. They do hurt, so do be careful. You got plenty of cover here. You do have to watch out. Sometimes they will kind of teleport through and come up behind you, so do be careful with that. I've had it happen a couple times where, you know, someone will die to something coming up behind them. All right, so when this guy spawns, you want to take him out as quick as possible because, you know, again, any boss on the field you want to deal with quickly. I like using rocket, super, you know, whatever we may have to take him out. Now just continue forward until you get to the next room. Remember, if you're looking for people to play with or just, you know, some help, I do tend to do that a lot on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FabledJr. Stop by the channel and, you know, we may be able to help you out or, you know, get you with some people to play with. All right, so now once you are in this room here, all right, there's a couple guys that spawn here, but you got to watch out for the guys that spawn out of the pods. Pretty simple to take them out. Okay, so you can either play from this back room here where you're at now currently and you know, just kind of let the barrier champs come to you. That's the safer option. Or you can, you know, push forward as we are here. Just make sure you're ready for 2 unstoppable ads and some sniping scions in the back. As you know, anything that snipes does a lot of damage, especially with solar at the moment. Solar's damage, as you see there, can hurt quite a bit. Okay. So just do be careful. Now, again, I like using like the rocket sidearm or anything here in general to help with this. Anything that takes them out pretty quickly. The next room is where things can get a little bit more complicated for teams. But, you know, I found the way that I do it with my team works pretty well here. So once you come up here, there's going to be some mines. You know, you can shoot them to get rid of them.
Kill them dead.
The center spot here is really good, you know, for the beginning part, because you can actually get there and, you know, stun the overload and the unstoppable, or you can move over to the left side here like I am. To, you know, deal with them, but you're a little bit more exposed on the left. You can deal with the overload and unstoppable in the center. They could be a little bit safer, and you get 2 anti-barriers on the left, hobgoblins, and 1 anti-barrier colossus on the right. You can play this all further back from what we are doing here. We're taking advantage, you know, of having a couple of titans, and then you know, I can just boom the whole field for you. Okay, so this part here, you don't have to stand here in the center here, but this is where the mines spawn. There's going to be a mine spawns here. Once you complete this one, 2 other ones spawn. I like to stand here and you know, take out the 2 champions here. You don't have to. As long as you don't finish this one, the other mines don't spawn. So you can just kill the barrier champion that spawns out of that door, as you see here in front of me, and also unstoppable that spawns on the to the left of where I'm looking now. I like to do this and just, you know, to speed it up a little bit. Again, you don't have to. I'll use Song of Flame to get here to the next area, and we're kind of going as a team. There is overload champions that spawn, as you saw one there in front of me there to the left. You can get 2 to spawn there. As far as I know, you don't need to kill them in order to get platinum. I do like to shoot them at least, you know, just in case they disappear. You can kill them if you feel like you have the means to. If not, you know, don't worry too much about it. I've gotten platinum without having to kill them at all. Okay, next you go here, there is a little mini boss here too. As you see, there's the overload up top. So I like to shoot it. You don't have to worry about killing them again. I've gotten platinum without killing all of them. If you can kill them, you have the means to take them out. All right. So after you complete this, whatever ads are remaining will despawn, and now the main boss is going to spawn in the center. I like to kind of jump up top here and deal with them almost immediately after they spawn. So kind of be funneled right into the center there. And we have an Aeon user, so Aeons definitely do help out. Again, you can drop down as you see me here. Use all your cover to your advantage. You don't have to like fight them directly. You can take your time to take this guy out. It's not a race, to the finish. It's just get in there safely. There's not too much ads to worry about in this room. Next, we're gonna drop all the way down to the next room. Do look around for ammo. Like I said, it's not a race. You got time. If there's ammo around, you know, pick it up. You will need it here for the end. So again, I don't know if the elevator down here is still, it will still kill you. I don't think it can with the, you know, some of the changes that Bungie made, but we used to go down the elevator one at a time. We haven't done that anymore and haven't had an issue, so I think you should be fine too. But if it does happen to you, right, if you all go in there and then someone, you know, dies, please let me know in the comments. Let me know, hey, yo, this still happens. You know, that way I'm aware that it still does. Okay, so the room down below is going to have 4 champions. It's going to have an Overload. It's going to have an Unstoppable, an Anti-Barrier Hobgoblin, and an Anti-Barrier Colossus. Okay, our priority is usually Overload, Unstoppable, and then the other champions, the other 2. So that's usually what we go with first. So as you see here, we go directly take out the Overlord Minotaur. Next we go for the Unstoppable champion here in the center. You see the Colossus there, extremely dangerous, as you saw there, chunked my HP. So he's the one that we go for next. Completely take him out. Again, Outbreak Perfected, really good here. Any pulse in general, I think he does good. The Outbreak is performing well. Now I just pop Prismatic, pop my Song of Flame, and you know, go ahead and shoot rockets. Use your supers, whatever you got. You want to take this guy out as quickly as possible so he doesn't go into his other phase. So it makes it a lot more difficult to complete. But as you see there, if you did everything correctly, you take him out just like that, right? And you get your loot, your GM clear. I think it was a little bit like over 12 minutes. Like I said, it doesn't matter how long you take, as long as you get there and get it done safely, I think you are good to go. So again, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed like guides like this, please let me know. We'll be back again next week with the next GM video. Hopefully I see you guys again. Again, remember, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I hope to catch you on the next one.